All right. Thank you. It's nice to be here. I was like, I should do one. I've never done one. So here I am. So I'm going to talk to you tonight about the exit strategy. The exit strategy is a radical act of self love. Now, here's the thing. It's very taboo. In entrepreneurship, nobody wants to talk about the exit strategy. But I Googled how many businesses fail, and about 50% of startups and small businesses fail within the first 5 years. Now, I went to business school. And the thing about it, in business school, we learned accounting, statistics, economics, finance, and the exit strategy was like in the back of one textbook. And for most entrepreneurs, it's like one paragraph in the back of the business plan. But the thing about it is everybody should be thinking about an exit strategy. Like if you're even thinking about starting a business, if you're thinking about starting anything, a relationship, a job, you need an exit strategy because the exit strategy is a radical act of self-love. Can we please just give it up for that? I just need The thing about it, I've been an entrepreneur. Oh, wait. We all start with an exit, right? We come out crying, kicking, screaming. We were comfortable, and then we're not. But we need to exit for the first chapter of our life to begin, right? So, in our early years, everything's all mapped out for us. We go through grade levels and all of the entrances are planned. The exits are mapped. We have these ceremonious exits that make us feel so accomplished and achieved. But then we finish like college and school and we're like, what do we do now? So we're all like, how do we enter things? How do we exit things? And we don't exactly know. So for me, I started my career as a software test engineer. No. It was just not for me. I mean, there might be some software test engineers out there. You guys got that. I was miserable, and I knew that there had to be more to life, so I quit. I started my first business. It was a performance-based business. I was like passionate about dance and storytelling. And I was like, I'm gonna start a business with this. And that failed. And then I started another business, and that failed too. And then I started doing stuff with videos and photographies. And I was like, I know how to start a business. I went to business school. I'm going to start another one. That failed too. So I was like, well, what do you do when like everything in your life is failing and you're an adult? You go back to school, right? I mean, I was failing at relationships. I was failing at my career. I was failing. So it was like, I remember that thing that was all carefully mapped out for me. I'm going to go back and do that. So I went back to school. My success was mapped. I had a planned exit, and I had this cool little life that was all packaged in a bow, had these letters attached, and I felt so accomplished until my student loan bill started coming. So after that, a few years ago, I started this new company, Love Now Media. I was like, yes, this one is going to do it. This was before Trump was elected. When Trump got elected, everybody started a love business. And so when I was looking at my business plan, it was like the competition was crazy because like CNN had a love thing, like the New York Times had a love thing. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like the market research wasn't working out for me. So I started thinking though, and doing all of this love work, I started to like really think about self-love. And I was like, wow, I've never thought about including self-love in my business plan. Like, what do all these things feel like? Like, what am I supposed to feel like? So I was like, you know what? I need to quit entrepreneurship and get a job. So I got this awesome job. Now, this is where it gets really funny. Shout out to my old boss who's over there. I got this amazing job, right? It was around for just about 5 years. I was working there for just about 5 months. I went into the office one Monday morning, and my boss was sitting there with this look in his eyes like he was about to cry, kick, and scream, and he closed the company. So I knew, though, that somewhere in that decision was a radical act of self-love, and I knew that everything would be okay. So today, I work full-time as the program director at WURD, and I still run Love Now Media part-time. And, this is not like a thing to say, like, jump in and out of commitments, but I am saying that you should know your worth. Like, if you making a decision to end something, know that that ending is not a failure. It is you fulfilling a step in your journey. So I want to leave with this quote. whatever that quote was that went by. It's by Tanae Edwards, and it says something like, know your worth. When respect is no longer being served, you should leave the table. And that's it.